Grognard back here. Today I'm going to talk about what do you use to visualize the game, and I'm mainly talking about oh, I've talked about minis and tokens. I'm going to talk about what you use on the table, some kind of mat, some kind of grid. Some people make their own. I've seen some really nice how-tos with like 3D, you know, set pieces, which is really nice and good, but I'm a little simpler than that. The basics you should have is some kind of mat rather, and markers. This is a battle mat, in case you haven't seen one before. This one is grid because I do a lot of D&D. So, and it comes in grid, comes in hexes, comes in the black ones for space. If you're doing those kind of games, there's some that are reversible. It's hexes, it's grids on one side and hexes on the other. This one I got from the RPGA. Remember them? I've got two of them actually, because through a mix-up, I managed to get two. Now these are all usable with, what you want to use on here is wet erase markers. In other words, the vis-a-vis markers made by the same people who make the Sharpie. Okay? And you can roll this out, put your minis or tokens on here. Works like a charm. Then you can clean it up later. Like I said, some people make their own. The markers you should use on there, only wet erase markers. I don't know about dry erase, but never, ever, ever use a Sharpie or any kind of permanent marker on there. But what I use, and also, you know, there's a lot online. If you go on RPG Now or Drive Through RPG, there's a lot of people who sell or give away sets of tiles that you can print out in color and black and white. That you can cut out, put it on like cardstock, and some people laminate them, you know, that kind of thing. This is what I use. I use the Blue Dungeon tiles. These are tiles, let me show you the back of the box, that you lay down, and it's the classic D&D blue, and you can write on them, and you can draw on them. If you don't have the certain type of feature the dungeon needs, put a blank one down there and draw one in. I'll show you what I mean. I backed the Kickstarter, so I got a mess of these. They're from Red Kobold, Kevin Chemnier. Hi, Kevin. Now, they come in different ways. They have caverns, they have rooms. Here's like part of a room. You can see it, part of a dungeon room, and here's a T-junction. And what's nice thing is a lot of these, you flip them over, they're blank hexes on the side. That way you can put whatever you want on there. And here's the real golden part I love. You can use wet, dry, or permanent markers on these. I'll show you. Say you have a regular, you know, hex, and you need to draw, I don't know, a boiling kettle. So you can either go dry erase, like so, and wipe it off with the cloth. Wet erase, like so, and I'm going to be gross and use my thumb. Sorry, I didn't bring anything else. Wipe it away. See? Or you can use a Sharpie. You know why you might want to use a Sharpie? Say you've got a dungeon laid out and you want to leave it for a while or put it back in the box for, like, say, to go to a convention or somebody else's house and stuff, and you don't want to have to redraw everything. You put it in permanent marker, take a dry erase marker, like so, color over it, blacken it all in like that, and then take your dry cloth and just wipe it away. Ba-boom. takes it off like a charm. These are fantastic. You can get these at redkobold.com. They are reasonably priced. Like I said, I backed the Kickstarter, so I've got a god-awful number of them. And there's also some other fiddly bits like, dungeon dressing and things like that he sells there too. So check out redkobold.com. If you've got any ideas about what you use for a map, and there's a lot of them out there, tell me what you use for a map. What's your suggestions? Give me a shout out or send me an email over at oldmangrognard@gmail.com. Well, that's it for this time. Bye-bye.